If you've considered moving up to a larger home here in this area, you're going to love this information. We're going to talk a little bit about how you can put more money in your pocket, but most importantly, how to time it correctly. Should you buy first and not have your home sold yet? Should you list your home not knowing where to move to? We'll talk a little bit about that real estate catch-22, and most importantly, get a game plan for you and your family so you can go about this the right way and locating your next property and selling yours at a premium. The first thing you want to think about is why you want to make a move. You're probably looking for a larger home, may have a growing family. Maybe you're working from home now, so you need a little bit of a home office. There's lots of reasons you might be expanding, but you want to go about this the right way. Obviously, you've got to look at timing the market correctly, but also timing your lifestyle. You know, the number one problem we see as real estate professionals here is most people looking to make a move up, their number one problem is procrastination. They're sitting around, they think about it, they look online for a while at other homes available, don't really find what they're looking for, so they go right back to living where they've been and keeping things the way they've been for quite a while. Unfortunately, most don't realize the best homes are often never listed online. As a matter of fact, you could look online every single day and you won't see some of the best properties. Many of them are sold before they ever make it to the open market. So we'll talk a little bit about that today, and most importantly, we'll talk about really the 3 things you need to line up correctly to make sure you go about moving up to a larger home the right way. So there's 3 things you need to think about. Number 1, working with a pro that can make it stress-free and make this move smooth for you. You've got to have someone that understands you want to be a buyer before you're a seller. Now, we know you wouldn't sell your home at any price if it means you'd be homeless tomorrow, so it only makes sense you've got to be a buyer first. You have to casually look around with really no intentions of making a move unless you find that perfect fit. So you want to work with a pro that understands that and can do a good job of finding you unlisted or pre-market homes that match your criteria. Now, number 2, you have to find the perfect house that fits your needs. There's probably a certain area that you like. There's certain criteria, certain amenities that home must have. And as a matter of fact, if it doesn't have those things, you'll just stay where you are. You're not in a big hurry to move, but if you find the right property here, you would make a move immediately. And then number 3, you can take advantage of timing the market correctly. So if you can sell your home at a premium and maybe get yourself a decent deal on the home you're moving to because you're not in a multiple offer situation, what an advantage that is. You've heard before, you make money when you buy, not when you sell. Well, I think you can actually sell your home at a premium, so that'll put a little more money in your pocket, but it's certainly true. You can get a great deal when you buy, if you buy the right way. That's not going to happen if you're in a multiple offer situation. It's going to come from getting priority access to homes before they hit the open market. Now, there is a proper way to do it in this market, the way that it is right now. You have to find your potential property first. We don't want you to put your home on the market at all. You shouldn't even think about selling your home. You won't make a move unless you find the right property. So what we do here, our team does what's called target marketing. We find out a little bit about what your next home would have to have, what area, what price range, what amenities are you looking for, and then our target marketing team will go out and find sellers that are willing to sell, but they're not yet publicly listed. So that gives you an advantage of casually looking around, no obligation whatsoever. You're not going to have pressure to sell your current home because we have to look out there and see what is available. So here's my recommendation for you. This is going to be in exact order. The first thing is you need to find out the real value of your current house. That's number 1. You need to know the real value. Now, if you want to find out what your home is worth, you can go to 5 different websites online and you'll get 5 different values. All of them are wrong. The only one you believe is the one that's the highest, right? So online values do nothing for you other than cause confusion. The only way to find a real value is to have a local professional take a look at the property, take a look at the research, take into consideration condition or upgrades you've done, updates that you've done to increase the value of the home so you get an accurate number, and that's going to tell you what kind of equity position you would have if later down the road you decide to make a move. So that's number 1, find out the real value of your home. Number 2, you want to write down exactly what you'd want in your next house. If you could paint the perfect picture, what would you be looking for in your next home? What are the must-haves and what are the I would like to haves? You gotta know the difference between the mandatory, we have to have this, and it would be nice to have these things. And then number 3, you wanna shop around for off-market homes without listing your current property. You shouldn't even think about selling your home yet. It's way too early. You just need to know what it's worth, know what an approximate net sheet would look like, and then start to casually look around, and most importantly, work with a target marketing specialist. I can't stress enough, if you're running a search online, it's going to do nothing but frustrate you. Let's be honest, that's probably what you've done for the last year or two, and it just allows you to procrastinate because you're not finding what you're looking for. Now, the fact is that the interest rates right now are still at fair numbers. If you've been in the housing market for 20 or 30 years, you know we're still at fair numbers. I don't think we're ever going to go back to those low, crazy low numbers we saw way back around the COVID times. Let's hope we never see that again because that happened for a reason. We're to more normalized rates now, so it makes sense to sell your home while you can sell it at a premium, especially dealing with a target marketing specialist. But don't even think about that until we can find that perfect property for you. So if you feel like you're in need of an upgrade, this is truly your window of opportunity to do so. And I think you'll find it will make a huge difference on your stress level, just knowing that it is being handled by a pro. But I want you to think about 3 things you know for sure you'd want to have in your next home. Give us a call here. Let's have a quick phone conversation. And the process works like this. The first thing we want to do is find out, is it even within the realm of you making a move right now? Does it make sense? Does what you're looking for even exist in this marketplace? We want to make sure that it really exists in this marketplace. You're not going to get 10,000 square feet for 50 grand, right? So obviously we have to have some realistic goals here, but we want to make sure that we can meet your needs. After that, we can set up a time to take a quick look at your home, not only tell you what it's actually worth today, but give you some tips on how you could increase the value of that home. It might be staging, it might be neutralizing. There's certain things that we can do to sell your home for more than it would sell for today by making some minor changes, and that's what an industry pro can do for you. We provide this for you with no obligation whatsoever. We then find out a little bit about kind of what you would be looking for in your next home. Now, we know you're not going to be moving over the next 60 or 90 days. Frankly, it might be 6 months or a year or 2 years. It's likely going to be once we find the right home for you. But you start that process today and we can get you moved to a property that better fits your family's needs. Just as soon as you're ready to make the move, you know which home it's going to be. We provide this consultation with no obligation whatsoever. I want you to grab your phone, call the number you see here, reach out to us, email us, whatever works for you, and let's have a brief phone conversation. You have nothing to lose, and most importantly, you can start to look at moving up to a larger property that fits your family's needs or get you in the right area of town so that you can be happier with where you live and it better fits your family's goals here. So grab your phone right now, reach out to us here. We'd love to do business with you and help you along the way. We know this is a process, not an event, so it's a long-term process. We're going to build a little bit of a relationship with you here and start to get that family looking at the perfect property that meets your needs here. Reach out to us and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye for now.